Yo, you're right, it's Tommy Allen here, and this is the last video in the kind of setup for Wise Reflect in Unreal Engine, and I just thought I would go through and show you what I've made in this kind of old brick house. So I'm going to try and get out of this blue setting. There we go. And yeah, so what we have is a bunch of doorways, quite a complex little house, and just show you how Wise Reflect can work. And some of the problems that arose, so it might be quite useful for kind of some complicated setups and just kind of the workflow that I did. So first of all, I took the door blueprint from the house and I started editing all of that. Oh, that's the old brick house. So I made and I attached this to the door. Okay, this blueprint. So in here we've kind of got a moving portal and a moving door, which acts as an AK geometry, and it looks quite cool. Okay, and you can see everything in action. And then for the AK spatial volumes, I kind of used automatic kind of assignment for them. Oh, you can't see them, and they're all changed by RTPCs. Okay, can we see where the RTPCs on? All used by the RTPCs. Sorry. Yeah. So they all change from the size of the room. And everything's got Wise Reflect bouncing on and off it. One of the problems, just before I show you the demonstration, one of the problems was getting everything to work. So you set it up, everything's connected, it feels fine, but it's not fine. I had a problem with this upstairs door system where sometimes if I opened up all three, it just turned things off and on. I don't know why. And then when I fixed that, then it was only using one reverb. It wasn't using reverbs to excite other reverbs. And the way I found to actually solve all of this was to put a kind of main reverb volume over everything, over the entire house. Okay, and this fixed all of my problems. I don't know why. It's just, it felt a bit like a backup. So for that, I kind of, used the standard dynamic reverb, and the room priority quite low. I should actually have this put down to a very low send rate, but it's working for now. So let's just see how it looks and how it looks in the Wise Graph as well. So let's play the game. Okay, so basically we've got a dog in this bedroom and we've got a gun, and the idea is to tell the dog off. So here we go. So as you can see, the diffraction around everything is working quite nicely. A bit more reverb in here, and yeah, it's actually working quite well. And we can kind of have circular shaped rooms. Okay, so let's actually kind of escape in through down here, close the door, easy. We can run around and hear the dog from this side as well. Okay, so let me get our gun, let's go and get him. Okay, and be quiet. So, yeah, that's how it's working in the kind of voice profiler. We can see we've got the dog barking. It's going to reflect. It's driving the reflect. They've got short reverb exciting the dynamic reverb, exciting another dynamic reverb. Okay, which is quite nice through the portals, and then yeah, so we've got a chain of about 4. I think I maxed it out at 4 different reverbs it can get to, and because I think we can have like a chain of about 6 rooms or 5 rooms in total that we can possibly be in away from the dog. So that's how it looks in that system, and it all seems to work quite nicely. In the actual thing, for some of the thinking, when I closed the door, I wanted to have a tiny bit of transmission come through the door. It's quite discreet, but you might be able to hear it ever so slightly. dang, oh. You can hear it ever so slightly coming through. Yeah, and that's it. So the main takeaway for this was he seemed to solve a lot of problems, was just putting an almighty volume around all the other volumes. And that seemed to be quite a nice problem solver for me. And yeah, so that is the little game. That's the kind of all the tutorials over and done with. If I missed anything out, tell me. If there's any questions, anything you want to ask, hit me up. Yeah, and that's about it. I hope it's helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll stick the blueprints that I made onto the thing and any possibilities. This is probably all subject to change when it's all updated. But yeah, that's it. That's the kind of Wise Reflect tutorial thingy over. See you at work. Peace.